All right, you guys. So I'm starting off this course a little differently than what you might be used to. I am a firm believer that in order to set a really strong strategy, you've got to have different things in place. And it may seem a little outside the norm, like how does this relate to that? But trust me, it does. So the first part of this course is just going back to basics. I want to take you on a journey. So you may have already done this already in your business, but it's always a good time to go back, reflect, and see if the same things are true. So the first question I want to ask you is, what are your goals? Not just for this social media campaign, this contest, or whatever it is that you're gearing up for. Or maybe it's just to open up your first Instagram account. Not just that, but what is your overall goal? What is it you're looking to achieve by starting to post on Instagram? What is the end result? So for years, I used to set SMART goals, and I love Brendon Burchard. He's one of my all-time favorite thought leaders and coaches. He's just amazing. And if you Google Brendon Burchard and go to his YouTube page, you'll see a whole segment on creating dumb goals. And when I first heard about this, I loved it. And I thought, yes, this makes more sense for me. I'm a big picture kind of girl. So if you like big picture, this is a great tool to use. If you don't, I still recommend you do this because it's going to give you a 10,000 foot view of where you're going in your business. So dumb goals, very simple, just like SMART goals, but dumb, right? So the D is for dream driven. So when you're thinking of this goal, I want you to think big. What is your dream? What is your destiny? What are you here for? What is the main reason, the main why that you're doing any of this? Otherwise, what is it for? Like, why put yourself through the headache, the extra work of doing all this work, right? So first is the D, dream driven. Write down as many reasons, as many things that you want to ultimately accomplish in that dream vision you have for yourself, for your life, for your business. The U is for uplifting. Now, this goal should be uplifting. So many times we set goals where it's like, I want to lose weight. I want to get rid of this guy. I want to move from this place or leave this job. Those are great goals, but they're not really uplifting. Uplifting is all about receiving, abundance, getting more, right? So think about what is uplifting you to achieve this goal. So perhaps it's, you know what, I want to do so much good out in the world that it just brings people to me. I'm going to find a way to volunteer my time, to serve in the community, to give more online through videos, through Instagram Live, through my stories, through Facebook. I'm just going to give so that I fill everyone's cup and they see me as this expert. They come to me now, and it's just a full circle moment. That is uplifting. And people will feel that because it's not just about, okay, I want to make $10,000 so I can get out of debt and then do this. No, your vision, your dream, your goal is so much bigger than that. Feel good, right? All right, so M is for method. So what practice or habit are you going to do to get into that uplifting, dream-driven goal? Like with anything, habits, daily practices, what are you going to do to constantly be working toward this goal? So I know this is an Instagram class, and it is not acceptable for your plan here, your method, to just be, well, I'm going to get my phone out and post. No, what is going to be your habit? So a big part of this whole program, and we'll get into this more in a later chapter, but figuring out what are your core values, because these are the 5 to 10 things you're going to be posting about on a regular basis. And trust me, this is going to make your job so much simpler when it comes to using social media as your platform. You're going to know exactly what you're going to post about, what your captions are going to say, what your hashtags, who you're tagging, because you're not having to think of things on the spot and be spontaneous. It's just going to come to you because you already have it mapped out. What are the things that matter most to you that also matter to your customer? Okay? So what are the practices or habits you're going to implement on a daily basis to get you toward your goal? And the last one is behavior driven. And this one I actually love. If you're a network marketer, then you're probably familiar with the, if I do this, then will you fill in the blank. It's the same concept. So behavior driven goals really, let's see, I find that they keep you on track, on target a lot better. For example, if your goal, and this is totally not business related, but maybe it is if you're a fitness instructor, if your goal is to get into shape, the best shape of your life, because you're going to be doing an Ironman, marathon, ultra marathon, whatever you crazy fitness people do, well then maybe your behavior driven habit is going to be every morning when I drop the kids off to school, I'm going to go run. Or the days that I drop the kids off to school, if you alternate with, a loved one, then I'm going to go to the store and only buy healthy, fresh, organic food. That is a behavior, which then becomes a habit because without even realizing it, you go drop the kids off to school, you are driving to the grocery store and not even realizing it. It's become a habit. You're parking and getting out of your car and you're running 10 miles. So think of a behavior that you can start to implement that will help you stay focused in the long term toward this goal. So the next big difference between dumb goals and SMART goals is there really isn't a time frame. Whereas SMART goals are very time driven, we're thinking big picture here. So from this point on, when you figure out your dumb goal, and I want you to write this down, write it down, type it out, whatever works for you, and post it somewhere where you're gonna see it. And anytime something comes up in your business, or you have a question on what to post or what to say, or just how to move forward, go back to those dumb goals and see if that question is gonna get you closer or further from your goal, closer or further from the end result. And I promise you, it's gonna make a world of difference. So, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna let you guys see this for a minute. Screenshot it, copy it down, whatever you need. But this is gonna be your first bit of homework. So, do not go to the next video until you've done these things. All right, I'm gonna know. I'll see you soon.